It'd be a good chance to get a bit of a preview for the next CEA Clan League as well in Tier 5, because a lot of these guys will be playing a lot of matches for their respective teams.
That's right, we have to go to Tier 4 next, is that right?
I'm not sure yet, we'll find out. Alright, so we have our players, good luck, have funning. And do you want to do the intros, Mr. Bonick?
Okay, we got a Zerg in the top super, and in the bottom we've got Quack, Pork, Pork and Quack, and he'll be
Mr. Ducky.
Or Ducky, yeah. First Overlord goes out slowly, and we've got the start of a wall off for Quack.
Well, it's a bit faster now with the patch, so it's not quite so slow. It's now faster than a snail.
It's still slower than the Autonomon 2000.
Yeah, probably should start scouting with that Zergs, just, you know, get an Infestor out, mind control it, send the Autonomon across the other base. So Quack Pork is a silver level player, and I believe Sweeper is gold level. So we'll see how that pans out. Quack has only joined us for a little while now as a fusion slug. He joined about just after the last clan league finished. So I believe this is his first competitive outing for us. So I'm really keen to see how he goes.
Nice pylon.
Oh, he blocks the hatch. He's looking at, I think he's going to do a 1 gate expand. Well, I hope he's doing that anyway. But he's got the cyber core down, so maybe not. Of course, it's kind of hard to predict at times at this level exactly what build people are doing, because sometimes a bit of licorice all sorts.
Oh, drone falls.
And Sweeper here, I reckon, is going to
fall.
go to 3 bases. So Quacky here is getting warp gates up and chrono boosting that out. He's got a little bit of chrono boost, so, and he's put a second gateway down. Oh, and a third. Could just wait. He's cut workers. This could be a 4 gate.
Well, you know Brodol's the best, so you'll be doing all the predictions there. Zerg has taken a base out there, but Quack's seen it with his probe here.
And of course, the Overlord is well in the base now. But yeah, it is going to be a 4 gate. It's pretty much spot on too. He's got 20 workers, so he's doing the 20 worker 4 gate.
Yeah, exactly 20.
So I'm glad he pulled it off right, which is good. But Sweep obviously knows it's coming, so he should be able to hold it. And he's looking for the pylon now, actually.
Yeah. I don't know if he can. Will he have time? I think it's like 6:30. And he gets it just.
And he gets the warp in then. Can he set the other pylon? I don't think so. There's too many lings.
I think it was just a bait pylon.
Oh, and he got surrounded.
Those vent sounds I have to turn off after this game.
Ah, yes, yes. But so yeah, the overload speed probably helped a little bit there. So Sweeper got a very good scout of what Ducky was doing here, because he was probably looking to go for an early third hatch since he took the third so quickly. But yeah, he's doing the right thing here, taking out the pylon to stop the reinforcements, which will stop the attack. And yeah, Ducky should just transition out of this now.
If he targeted the hatch, it probably would have fallen there.
And that was a pretty nice defense in the end by Sweeper.
Indeed. And he'll probably take his natural now. Look at the sentries
So,
ready.
He need to get the force fields off, and he can. It doesn't. That's gonna hurt a lot.
Yeah, he didn't screw it up completely. He lost 2, but he's not dead from it.
And yeah, he should really be kind of boosting out the gateways at that point to get the defense up sooner. But so he's throwing out a robo and getting a second gas. Whereas the Zerg player's got his roach crawling already done, and now he's going to take his third. So Sweeper here looking to macro up and probably get into close to a maxed army and then use the economy and the lead that he has to overwhelm his opponent. But the key to that early push and solving that was just the was taking out the pylons. Once you do that, the Protoss can't reinforce, so they're just going to be yeah, just can't get the troops there in time. So he did well to save that hatchery.
Yeah, exactly. And now he's going to be ahead. And I think Quack's going to have to rely on some good force fields while getting out some Colossus up.
Yeah, the big window for Duck is going to be in the next couple of minutes, while before Sweeper really gets that third base going, because right now he's heavily droned, and I'm sure that's going to change very shortly. But right now, Duck's army is kind of scary. The problem, of course, is he doesn't really have the economy to outproduce Sweeper as soon as Sweeper changes, which is what he's doing right now, actually, with Roach Tech.
And he is. And he's got the double lever.
Many roaches on the way.
So,
Sweeper's playing quite well.
yeah, and Quack's taking the defensive position, which he should after not doing too well at that attack.
Both players doing quite well in spending their resources at the moment, which is a good sign. And finally the Observer from Duck is here to come out, so he'll see what's up. Of course, he'll probably... I don't think he saw the roaches, did he? In the Observer?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, there you go, he sees them now, so he'll know that there's roaches and they're out on the map, so... If he was watching his Observer, which I hope he was, he will start becoming afraid.
He set up his links up on the third, and then the roaches up on that ramp. I think that's kind of cool.
Yeah, he's in complete contain mode. He's making sure the Protoss doesn't get the 3 bases.
Warp prisms
Although he's
up.
just in the warp prism, so he's...
Oh, cancels.
Nice cancel, actually.
Surfer Falls, and Warp Prism. I think it's possible he could just put it in the corner and just hope that he never gets mutas.
Yeah, well, mutas are about to pop, because well, the Spire is anyway, so I suspect we'll see some mutas added. It's good to see that the Quack here has got added some Immortals on, which is what you need against Roaches. You need Immortals and Sentries. However, Sweeper's just got the superior numbers at this stage. I'm not sure if he's going to live much longer. As you can see now, as we play 15 minutes, both players' resources getting a little bit higher now. Obviously, the more income you have, the harder it takes, but I think we're about to see an attack.
Hopefully, the Immortals get some good shots off, but in the position he's in, he's gonna lose his natural.
Get some force fields though. He needs to focus on some force fields and get the zones through. The Roaches are just, yeah, where are the force fields? There's no force fields, and the Zerg army is just ripping through everything now. And the Immortals is just getting focus fired down, which is the exact correct thing to do. You need to kill those Immortals, because they're the big damage dealers. We have a Colossi now, but it's not really going to matter. The Sentry is needed to lay down the force fields to have any hope, and more Zerg units are coming across the map now. And I'm afraid that's going to be GG for Duck after the initial 4-gate. Unfortunately, it was scouted, which is probably something we'll see a lot more in PvZ and or ZV, anything actually. Is the Zerg gets a lot more scouting. There's GG. So yeah, Neil has been was one of our original Fusion Slugs. Joined with the original gang. He's from the UK. We like to say Ireland, but that makes him angry. And he's silver level. Didn't actually play StarCraft at all until the end of last year when we all said, hey, can't play StarCraft, and talked him into it, and then now he's addicted. So yes, it is ladder edition, but I can't type to them. Hopefully they'll just work that out, because we're playing ladder edition maps all up. So I don't know what you guys are seeing, but we have our blue Terran in the top left of the map, and we have Sweeper from TOR as our orange Zerg, and they're actually quite, well, close-ish anyway. And that Overlord will of course find Neil straight away, which would be very good for Sweeper. He'll be able to see exactly what Neil's doing.
That it will. This is a dangerous map for Terran vs Zerg, because Terrans like it because it's easier to take the third, but that's the same fact for the Zerg. So you know, you're fighting fire with fire, I guess.
Yeah, it's definitely true. There's a lot of space around the base for drops as well and airplay. I personally, as a Protoss, I don't like playing Terrans on this map who know how to multitask really well, because they can just drop you in multiple places.
Yep. I do like dropping against some.
So, got the hatch first for Sweeper, which is a sensible choice since you can see exactly what the Terran's up to. You know, there's no shenanigans afoot. You can see the first barracks. He's had his drone looking around anyway to be doubly sure, playing very safe.
Fed hatch first from Super.
And Neil has not scouted yet. He's going to hit the base last, which is unfortunate. I see a factory here from Neil, and a second gas. So probably looking to do either. Oh, knowing Neil, I'm thinking maybe Banshees.
I'm not sure. We'll see what happens. I don't think I've seen Neil play TVZ.
Yeah, there's obviously a few things Terrence can do, and there's a starport, so it's a 1-1-1. But he could be going Marine Tank Banshee. He could just be going especially since the tech lab's on the factory, not a reactor. So it probably is going to be Marine Tank Banshee, or maybe Marine Tank Medivac, if he decides not to go Banshee instead. Ah, nope, it's definitely going to be Banshees. The factory is up in the air. Meanwhile, Sweeper, just droning up. Hasn't even taken gas yet.
No, he's
I imagine he's
probably
going to
for an
take
early
a
third.
third.
Yeah.
Just waiting for that to actually happen.
Well, yeah, he's got the
all the signs
minerals.
point to that at the moment.
The lings pop up, and they should have seen the reactor on that.
Yeah, they did.
And all
I
the lings
figure,
die.
I think in a sec, Sweeper is going to try and sacrifice an Overlord to find out what this Terran's doing, which is why he's reluctant to take his third. I figure that's what's going on here anyway. The fact he hasn't seen an expansion, he doesn't see a lot of Marines, he doesn't know a lot of information about what Neil's actually
Ooh,
doing.
he took the Banshee.
So taking a
into
third could be
Overlord.
very disastrous. Oh, that's unfortunate. So now he does know.
Well, he might know.
Unfortunately, he hasn't got an Evo chamber or a lair because he's taking his gas so late. So this Banshee could be quite annoying. Lots of queens though. And Neil obviously doesn't have cloak yet, so
He doesn't seem to be getting cloak. His siege is just finishing now, and nothing on the way at the moment. He's just pumping out stuff.
okay, so he's going for tanks with Vikings. The Vikings obviously should be used to well, firstly kill Overlords to supply block reserves or stop his vision off the map. And then the most important thing is vision for your siege tanks, because siege tanks can't obviously see as far as they can shoot.
Yep, and I think he knows that there's 2 overlords at his base. One Viking is cheaper than that sum too. Well, not cheaper. It's a bit more expensive, but it's much more worth it to try to supply cap the Zerg.
So Sweeper's now got his spore crawlers up, so he's safe from the Banshee harass. He's got lots of queens. The only concerning thing right now is his lack of creep spread to his third, so he can't really defend that very well. But that will soon change. He's slowly getting the creep out there. He's put some more down. There. Oh, the queen's out of position though. That's not good. They're going to go down. Both of them should go down.
Saves 1, and I think there's not much out.
And there's obviously there's not much things yet. There's a lot in production, but there's none out right now. So this could be disastrous.
He said, "Oh my god."
It depends what Neil actually does with his push. It's not actually doing damage right now.
I think he's trying to play safe because he's probably thinking what's going on.
And he's targeting down the gas, which isn't really sensible. He should be killing things which are hurting him. He's going to lose all these Marines if he's not careful. He really needs to get them out of there.
Yeah.
But now he's going to lose his whole attack in both his siege tanks. That's a
Those 3
really good
Marines
win
should
there
be
for
able to do
Sweeper.
some damage, take out some drones. But some more stuff. His next push is coming in, but he's rallied it too far in, and the Lings have taken some hits on that. Siege tank will go up, but I don't think the Marines will be able to protect that.
Yeah, there's enough Lings now. Really, it's the attack's over. You can see both players are floating a lot of resources right now. Really testing their macro and multitasking that attack.
And Neil's lifting up, he knows he can't hold his natural. But look at this, there's like 15 banelings on the way.
Yeah, that is going to probably end the game. Only one tank out at the moment.
If you can focus the banelings with the tank, oh, that's very good.
If the other
That's
tank gets
awesome.
that was crucial to get that Banshee down there actually, because without that he was in a bit of trouble.
Yeah, Neil
So
just got really, really lucky
I don't know
there.
what he's doing in his command center.
Yeah, I don't know, but he was really, really lucky there. All those banes gone, didn't do a single point of damage. The Lings couldn't even poke up. And somehow he's
And the Vikings finally doing something,
yeah, and his 15
taking
supply
down
up.
Overlord.
Yep. Little drop here. I think he's got enough, but gonna play it safe.
Should pick up. So right now, the Sweeper has 56 drones, and Neil has 32 SCVs, 36 SCVs now. So Neil's got, again, is on the timer here.
Yeah.
His opponent has more resources,
Look at his
more bases,
SCVs.
more workers, and
They were just like all
yeah, he
of
basically
those
needs something to make
his
something
first
happen.
base. Well, this drop's coming around, but I don't really like dropping tanks because you can only fit 2 in a medivac. Meanwhile, if you're dropping, if you had 16 Marines, it would be a lot more powerful. But he's gonna find the Spire if he's lucky, and possibly
The other
survive.
thing going in his favor, of course, is that Sweeper doesn't have a lot of units.
I know he's got almost full drones, but no units.
Now hopefully he's focusing firing the Spire down, but I think he's not going to get it, I don't think. Now, the other problem Neil has right now is his gas. If you look at his main, he's got only 2 workers on gas. And he hasn't taken his naturals gas either. He's only doing it now. I don't think he realizes that.
Yeah, that happens to me too. Like I do my initial build of gas, and then I just trying to figure out why don't I have any gas. But against like,
So we have a few users now on the field. Not too many though. Enough to be annoying and stop play. So Sonic, you're the Terran of us two. How would you play it from this position?
well, because I can see both sides, I'd just have to mass up on tanks and Thors, but I don't know if he can pull it off now. He's gonna have to put some bunkers up, or supply depots to stop that baneling blast. And he's got one Thor out, but you need at least 4 or 5 Thors for them to be scary. Otherwise, they're like, okay, I'll just surround you, flings. But it depends how you want to play it. There's a few different ways you can play it, but with the structures that he has, I think he could pull off Marine Tank, Medivac now quite easily if he'd swap his composition. But and just try to focus on splits when the banelings come. But if you get bad splits, yeah, yeah, you're gonna get mad.
So we have the Zerg now taking a 4th and a 5th. It's a good idea. He's got map control.
One of them being
And
gold.
Neil really has no way of punishing that. Oh, there we go. It's a huge attack on the front door. And the Baneling is running into the force. That's not ideal at all. And yeah, that was a... I mean, Sweeper has such a big lead in economy, he could probably afford that one, but he wouldn't want to do that again.
If I was I'd be doing that again and again and again, because it's 20 minutes in, and as you know, 20 minutes in, you've got at least one base gone. Neil's been denied his natural for quite a while, and now he's got like 16 idle SCVs at his main, and his natural's oversaturated. So, what Super has to do is just completely keep the pressure on, and even if he spends $1,000 to one tank, it's still gonna be good for him.
He's definitely still ahead. I would have just preferred to see some of those Banelings go in and kill the workers instead of smashing against a 4. Yeah, Sweeper is way ahead. He's got 5 bases, even though he's only mining from really, let's say, 3 and a tiny bit. Also, and Neil's not going to have that 3rd for very long.
And yep, the 3rd's unprotected, and then you just come in at the perfect time when just finished transferring the workers.
Yeah, there's not really much Neil can do at this point.
And he's up against 90 drones.
And a great spire's on the way for Zerg, so if somehow Neil does live a little bit longer, Banelings will come. But I think this is going to be the ending fight. Way too much Zerg stuff. And there's a GG. Well played by Super. That was a really well done game.
Indeed. So he's won 2 in a row now.